Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Strange Bedfellows Part 2, Lost in Space. That was a segue. That was a segue based on something we'd been talking about off camera.
Lost in Space.
Yeah, it's gonna play really well to everyone at home. Um, anyway, so, welcome back. We're here once again, as always, with myself, Belial, Winter, Morath, and Zombie Cam. We're missing Nero.
Myself is going. Myself is standing in for standing in for Duhad because she couldn't make it. She died.
Unfortunately,
She died of illness.
Unfortunately, that is true. She could not make it today because she had recently died.
Thankfully, there was one less drunk at the funeral.
Oh, da-dun-chish. Actually, which is funny because I recently found out I have a bunch of Irish ancestors. So, speaking of things that we were talking about off camera that will not play it all for the audience. So anyway,
Irish Jew. Ooh.
An Irish Jew walked into a bar. He was still drunk.
Oh God. So anyway.
Yeah.
Nice. So we rejoin the people who are at least slightly better than the people in this call, as they
Really?
No, not really, but as they are just now loading up the population of the crew.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And as they assemble everyone onto the ships and begin to make their future plans. I believe that did anyone actually come up with a new name for the ship that they're piloting?
Well, the one that me and Zombie Cam are in is definitely just going to be Jane Doe.
Jane Doe, okay.
Well, the AI is the Jane Doe.
Okay.
I think we need to leave it as the clairvoyants.
Okay.
To honor those fallen before us.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, fair enough.
Do you mean the ones
that we
that we
brutally
left on the
murdered?
planet? Like,
No, we're taking them with us.
They're in the brigs.
in a brig. Okay.
Oh, I was gonna.
The ones
oh.
in your ship.
I was gonna make them part of our crew. So
Okay, so the people who are
Can I
yeah, you
not
can,
have them in the brig?
no, you can
wanna have
you
them-
can conscript them, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I have my notes. I can't find my character sheet, but I have my notes.
Awesome. I do have the statistics for the Jane Doe, now renamed again back to the Clairvoyants, along with the interesting little notes here about the horrifying bioweapons.
I believe Winter, you named the other ship, but the
Yes,
one
I
that
named
we
the other ship.
yeah.
And
the
what
one
is the name of that
we
ship?
That one is the BS standing for Battleship Duster.
Dusker. Okay.
And the I've been cross-checking a couple of names. Not like.
wait, why didn't you call it? It shouldn't have been the BS Duster. It could have been the Crop Duster.
It's the Guster, like gusting.
It could have been the Crop Guster.
But the main ship that Winter and I are currently cohabitating is the Protectorate. It was going to be called the Deliverance, and then I remembered there was that movie.
Oh yeah, that made sailing around the galaxy and being like, "We're the Deliverance." Do 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 do. Might not play exactly right. Okay, so what's the so you're the the Protector?
Protectorate and
Protectorate.
the BS Duster.
And I'm sorry,
The Protectorate is the one with the big gun.
The big fuck off cannon, and then the other one is the one with the instead has ordnance too.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the one big ship. All right. So the two big ships. Okay. So yeah, there's the Clairvoyants, which is the smaller ship with the landing ability. The one big ship that you guys are on is the Protectorate, and I'm gonna say that the big ship that is captained by Captain Irons, formerly Chief Irons, is going to be called the Reuniter.
Oh, I'm sorry, Winter. Winter named that one.
Oh, what do you name it?
That was
Duster, or Guster.
Okay, well, it's the Reuniter now.
It just has Guster like spray painted on the side.
And it has images of the. It actually has it's the painted in the boardroom that you can see behind the captain whenever he calls you is a big map of the divided, Federation ruled over by these people, and it's like done in to look like it's all being like reunited by this little ragtag fleet that you're building.
Wait, no. In the name of Alex, I have to name the ship this. It is the Lost Basket.
Oh fuck, you're right.
The Protectorate is actually the Lost Basket.
No, what it is on board it. There's this how the ships have a lifeboat. Both of them for whatever reason are referred to as Lost Baskets.
Okay, that's better.
And for some fucking reason, they're full of freeze-dried chicken sticks.
What's chicken? I thought we were in space. And
they're space chickens.
Chicken doesn't exist.
They're you know how everything tastes like chicken. They
just cluckers.
The Federation, yeah, they're called cluckers. But there's just all these sticks all over the place. These chicken tenders are just filling up all the.
I like the idea that any alien animal that stands on two legs and clucks is called a clucker, and all of them have tasted like chicken.
Yeah, they've been found across the galaxy, like thousands of variations, all taste the same.
It's a phenomena.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, you guys have managed to commandeer these ships, and you've managed to work out the crews in the individual positions. And Captain Irons now calls a meeting of the captains, in which all of you are there, either as captains or as, first mates or whatever.
Except for capital ship.
Have we
Jane
taken off
Doe,
yet?
because she
Well,
is.
Jane Doe is very easily able to transmit.
Yeah, well,
themselves.
you guys are in low orbit. Like you've just picked up the population. You're kind of just now sitting in orbit, deciding where you're going to go next.
Did anybody want to stay on the planet?
No, because they know the Federation's going to come by and glass the planet once you leave.
Good.
Yeah, no, everyone, there are obviously people who are like, no, I don't want to leave, and then other people are like, no, get on the fucking spaceship.
No, the planet's about to be turned into a nice, ornate,
Glass.
Yeah, it's going to be turned into a crystal.
It's going to turn into David Bowie's crystal ball.
Yeah.
Can I ensure that the orphans of war are kept on my ship?
Oh yeah. I mean, you can probably arrange it so that the people who
make sine, cosine, and tangent.
Can you not do that now?
No, because this is the safest ship, so we'll keep the families and the children on
No,
here.
it's not.
That is like saying that the Enterprise is the safest ship in the Federation
Hey
fleet.
kids, let's have all the grunts be carrying fetuses as they run into battle.
I'll have you know that I have maximum shields and hull.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
Very true.
Okay, well,
Do the other ships have maximum shields and hull?
No,
but
Okay.
our shields are just as high, or almost as high, and we have more guns.
look, it's fine. If you guys want to say that you want to bring on,
Honestly, it will be based on the formation that I have planned. It will be the safest ship, so probably.
No, that's fair. Though I personally really like the idea that apparently Jane has been secretly sitting, has been using messing with all the records so that she can both protect all of the prisoners by keeping them on the ship and putting them to good work, while also taking all the widows and orphans of war and putting them on the same ship to work with the same people who orphaned them in the first place.
Yeah.
No,
We don't let any of the Federation crew have access to important systems. They're all low maintenance work,
Okay.
cooks and stuff.
No, that's totally fine.
So they have direct access to poison the food.
Yeah, no,
Oh well, then
You don't
then
care
we have
about because that's
here's
crude.
what we have. We take the food and then we have them try it out first to see if it is poison. Because if it is, then they'll die.
yeah, no,
I'm
like
watching them. Don't
the
worry.
the thing that I'm actually kind of more pointing at here is not that like the Federation troops are going to go like, aha, we have another chance to kill everyone. And more like all these incredibly bitter orphans and widows are going to be like, hey, we just got put on a ship with disarmed and disenfranchised people who killed our, husbands and wives and mothers and fathers.
Yeah.
The Federation folk are
Kill
going to be the
them.
one who are actually in danger there.
This is basically a prison turning into a prison ship where the guards have pretty much free range and all of the motivation in the world. Welcome to
fine.
I should have.
Oz.
I should have
That's
bought,
fine. If they hurt anyone, they get fined. So
I should have bought rubber bullets for the automated security system.
Yeah, you can do that. That's pretty easy to do. In fact, we'll even say that like essentially they have stun bolts. Like you can just set it up so they're firing stun bolts.
Okay, cool.
okay.
But
They
okay,
just fire giant dildos.
So are we meeting on his ship or?
you're meeting in like a video
Conferencing.
conference. Like you're using Skype, essentially. You're using
God,
space
but
Skype.
It has the same like terrible connection. It takes like a half an hour to set it all up.
Yeah, basically.
Through the call.
Yeah,
Someone
Zimmer's,
like
Zimmer's
voice
audio
gets
was bad, and he had to
really
move
glitchy.
the camera,
Yeah.
the camera away
I'm
from
gonna-
one
Yeah, I'm
place.
going to close the circuit so that only this thing can transmit to and from another ship at the moment, and also it can only be it cannot access any other important systems.
That's
Because I
fair.
don't want my ship taken over for the second time.
No, that's
by
totally
some
fair.
random
That's totally
AI.
valid. Yeah, you're on the closed loop on this call. So yeah, like you all flash up, and as I said, the reuniter now has this image of a reunited, divided Federation in the background.
Guided.
Yeah, like
Kingdom.
former Chief Irons has a divided kingdom in his background. It's almost like it's a thing. Anyway, so Captain Irons is like, well, that went significantly better than expected.
Yeah. Overall,
Right.
yeah, totally.
I'll be completely honest. I kind of expected us all to die there.
I think all of us expected at least a little bit more death.
Zimmer
I just kind of like
sits
look
back
up.
deep in his chair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like look at my old boss, and just be like, dude, it was my plan.
He shrugs.
What kind of faith did you lack in me?
It's not that I didn't have faith in you, Humphreys. I just kind of felt like that plan was crazy. Not that the plan itself was crazy, but that, any plan involving those odds was going to
No,
fail.
that's fair.
He looks at Zimmer and is like, I have to thank you, Captain Zimmer. Not for your support in the air, we probably wouldn't have made as clean a break of it as we did.
Could you repeat that?
Oh,
Let's
I.
try a second.
Oh yeah, no, he like twiddles with a couple of things. Like, all right, sorry. I was saying, Captain Zimmer, I wanted to thank you. Not only did you help us with the bandit situation, you also played an instrument. You and your AI, you look slightly nervously at the little icon of Jane Doe in like the corner of your screen, have done us a immeasurable service, both in clearing out the bandits and in helping us win through that fight.
I'm tallying up the fines on my wall. And you can see a little in the background. There's like a really large ass number because it incorporates Jane Doe's promise of money from.
So yeah, there's like this big accounting board behind it. He looks slightly like taken aback. It's like, oh, of course, yes. You wouldn't dream of not paying you, especially not after you had that whole ship. That. No, that's fine though. It spoils war, of course. Once this is all over, I'm sure we'll all tally up our debts.
Yeah.
He looks to Cat and Humphrey.
I send a private message to Captain Irons.
All right.
I say, don't worry about it. You'll probably forget.
He like
has it on the wall.
Yeah, like no, he like I think it's not.
How do you have it on the wall?
No,
How?
well, it's like there's like I'm imagining there's like a space whiteboard behind him with just like this like everything's like squeegeed on with this little like marker. Like he knows that you're in the system, so so Zimmer's now just drawing everything.
Drawing on paper.
Yeah,
But,
it's a good thing that you controlled those Roombas.
No,
Space Roombas that can wipe off the board at the end of it.
It's still a space whiteboard. He just basically took he didn't have any markers on him, so he just took like a file and just scratched in like.
God. Oh my God! Yeah, no, okay, perfect. But no, like so Jane sends
the space room was gonna get rid of that shit.
No, that's gonna take a lot of buffering. But like yeah, so like Captain Irons gets Jane's message, and no one else sees the message come in. But like he looks he's very obviously reading something, and then slowly types back, "Thank you, I really appreciate that." Send. He looks back. He's like, and Humphreys and Sergeant Cat. Sergeant McCree. I also wanted to thank you two. You've gone above and beyond the Call of Duty in helping us in this time of crisis. I couldn't be more proud of either of you.
Glad to do what we did. It was pretty fun considering all of the,
Though
instead of Humphreys, Alfred pipes up, "You are welcome, human pet," and just like stops.
Chief Irons is looking increasingly uncomfortable. He's like, right, of course.
Well, no, he knows Alfred. So
no. Just like the fact that like more and more machines are like stepping up to be like, no, respect us, meatbag. Like technically, also Zimmer's like an alien, like a robot, like with an alien inside of it. So like he's just kind of out of his comfort zone. Like he's an open-minded dude, but like this is kind of like a lot for him to take in all at once. It's like, right. Actually, there was one thing that still concerns me.
Don't worry. I notice his concern, and I say, "Don't worry, Captain Zimmer. I have all of the children on my ship."
Wait, Captain Zimmer? So you said that to Zimmer?
Irons. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, no worries. He's like, oh.
Don't worry, I have all the children gracefully tucked away.
So he leans forward, reads something to himself, and then types back, "Oh, good. I am very relieved to hear that enter."
Would Chief Irons know about Zimmer's species?
No, probably. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll for that.
About how if Zimmer's not in his suit, he basically goes berserk.
No, he does not know that.
Okay. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Probably make him a bit more concerned.
Yeah, no, definitely. So actually, no, like Zimmer's like, he's actually like, actually, there was one issue that I'm genuinely concerned about, though.
and that would be
creatures that were found on board the Clairvoyants. Captain Zimmer, I appreciate you and your AI, Miss Doe. I apologize. Desire to not destroy the facilities, though I'm alarmed at their presence. They're like something out of a nightmare.
Please, call me Jane, she says on a bit of a delay.
Of course, James. He looks at you, Zimmer. He's like, Captain, I don't know that much about the rest of the universe. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Well, not a machine that can make anything like that. on my home planet, there were some horrifying things, but I never saw any machine. I've only heard from small little chats with Jane about the things that the machine creates. So
Jane, he looks at the little icon, and actually, Jane, roll me a intelligence plus computers because you might actually be able to find something if you look through the records of the ship.
Also from her own experience, she knows what the monsters.
Oh, she knows what they are. Like, this would be more for additional information about why they're on this ship. But yeah, just from personal experience, she can definitely fill in a whole bunch of gaps.
While I do that, where is McNulty being held?
He's on board. He's on board the Protectorate.
Yeah, he'd probably be on board with them because he was brought into official custody. Yeah.
He was what? Sorry.
He's my personal prisoner of war.
Yeah, he's being held by the official authorities, partly because of Victor Sentry's insistence on breaking his arm after being brought in.
Well, Zimmer was the one that broke his arm.
Oh, right.
In conversation.
Well, that's right. No, it was.
It was probably
dirty.
It was probably Vic that wanted to kill him.
Vic casually broke his hand or something afterwards just to try and get a reaction out of him.
No, that was Zimmer.
Oh, it was Zimmer. All right.
He didn't do it out of a reaction. He did it because.
Yeah. Who the fuck was it? It was someone. No, there was something beyond the broken arm though. Vic did something weird and nasty, and it might just threaten to kill him. Point is, they thought it was a good idea to keep him on the other ship.
Keep him away from the sociopath.
Yeah, maybe.
I rolled a 30.
You rolled.
God
damn it, your fucking crazy AI stats. Okay, so yeah, Jane, looking through your memory banks, and this takes a fraction of a second, you find information on why those things were in there.
Hold on. Should this come in private chat?
Oh yeah, because you might not want to share that. So actually, while that's going on, why don't you two, why don't the rest of you, the three of you, talk amongst yourselves. Three of you, school society. Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
So now that we have a full fleet of ships,
don't refer to me in any regard. Please just talk to each other. I'm going to write a thing to Zombie.
No, I'm talking to the other captains of this. What exactly is the mission from here on out?
We're going to take these in order to protect a key planet. Zimmer realizes that the rest of the people listening all were not aboard the other ship when this plan was first explained.
Drafted, yeah.
So he starts to explain sort of the idea of what they came up with, which was to protect a remote planet, Equistria, the little planet with the horse aliens. Because they basically have a genetic thing that would pretty much guarantee the Federation's victory if it was captured. Yeah.
So, and since they'll definitely be looking for it, that would be a good place to encounter the...
I'm pretty sure they know where it is.
Yeah. Is it possible for humans to live on the planet?
Yes.
Yeah.
So all the people that we have, we can offer relocation services for aboard, and that way we can also not completely waste our resources carrying this many people on board constantly.
Yes.
All right.
There you
All
go.
right.
How long of a trip is that?
Well, I'd have to ask Duhad.
It's a distance.
It's going to be a. Actually, at this point, with these big ass ships, you're probably gonna be able to make it in a couple of days' travel.
That's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
That should work. Do you guys have space aboard for my van, by the way?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. I'll have it sent over. Yeah, because I want it landable. And if we're gonna send away an away team, it is a good method of transportation, and it also has surveillance equipment.
And if we really need speed, I have my motorcycle as well.
True.
Nice.
All right. So we'll have that sent over. Put it on the landable vessel, and we should head off at the earliest opportunity. Other than that, it's just crew management details, but I don't take it that many of you guys need to sleep on your ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, all right. If you wouldn't mind sending the coordinates over as soon as possible, we'll start.
Mhm.
We'll
Yeah.
start revving the ships up.
Oh, of course. Zimmer just immediately, like, he's a pecker when he types, so it takes him like a couple minutes. But it sends the coordinates.
Okay.
How do you organics feel about being administrated by intelligent AI?
Poor.
So you would like more monetary or material wealth delivered to you.
No. It
This
is
has
not
been
a thing
factored
that
in.
Yeah, it is not a thing that that we organics tend to enjoy their own freedom when it comes to dealing with themselves. So administration is kind of a thing that we like to handle on our own.
But what is the difference between an intelligence, a far more effective and efficient intelligence administrating you and granting you your freedoms compared to another organic limiting your freedoms through administration?
This is more of a philosophical question, and I'd be happy to do it. Let me get my shift changes started, though. Tell you what, I send Jane, I send you my personal comm frequency.
Gosh, this is gonna be like the two of you doing the whole Star Trek thing where you're playing that really like weird chess game and then.
Well, no, it's like the conversations between Data and Captain Picard at the end of every episode where they're talking about what it means to be human and shit. Like, this is essentially what's happening. He's like, but, we can definitely talk more about it. As far as being, we tend to view our own intelligence quite adequate for leading our own. It depends on the person, too. But yeah, what did you have in mind?
Well, as I am administrating the ship currently, I just wish to see what I could do to improve morale.
I recommend having a conversation with the crew aboard your ship. On this one, we've taken to turning one of the bays into a local. We had a bartender bring up all of their stock, and
So we did the Irish thing,
and then we turned it into a rec hall. So they've got like ping pong tables and billiards and all those things. Normal people things. But what I will tell you is that the easiest way to improve morale is make sure that their life is not nearly as disrupted as it would be had they stayed on the planet. So as much of the norm as you can have during this voyage, the better off they'll feel.
Thank you. I will proceed with this. I can't think of computer words.
This operation.
Yes. Okay.
I shall execute this operation efficiently and with due...
Oh, Bailey's given suggestions already. Oh,
Hey.
crap.
But yeah, all right.
There's barley, sorry.
I don't know what that. I don't know what that thing means. BOX.
Oh, Bureau of Zoological
right.
Research.
It's called box.
Yes.
At
I
this
am
point, Cat is just grabbing the whatever it is, the essentially
Yeah,
clipboard of managements and starts to coordinate with them, knowing that you might go on a long-winded conversation about this already.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be like, all right. Well, I'm gonna get everything started. I will. I am reachable at comms at any time. Then I am going to leave the call because I am a captain, so I have to do my duty.
So like, yeah, it closes out a little beep boop, and Jane, you've officially gotten all the information from the ship. Computers.
Okay. I need to read this a couple of times. I'm very confused.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my writing is fuck
Yeah,
awful, especially when I can't spell
Yeah,
check.
McNulty was a bit dyslexic.
McNulty was horribly dyslexic with their notes. You like you were a little confused. Like it took you a while to actually get into the files because all of the secure private information was all labeled as pirate files. Anyway, but yeah, Captain Irons, like as Humphreys closes things, like Captain Zimmer.
Yeah.
I'm relying on you to take care of the crew. We will pay you, of course, for their safe passage and for the getting them safely through all of this. But please, the lives of these people are worth significantly more to all of us than money.
Oh, of course. I already set up. I've already set up some people on duty creating the first meal now. Since I'm kind of the only organic on charge on here.
I appreciate that, Captain. Yeah. Bloop. Bleep bloop. The call ends.
Yeah. Zimmer starts spinning around in his chair. He's all happy. He's happy because of how nice the ship is.
Yeah, this is a nice ass ship. Like you actually like from your command chair can like see like cameras all throughout the ship. You can even see like a camera where your old ship is sitting comfortably in the hangar of your new ship. Like
being cleaned by
yeah,
by
like
some of the robots that are.
yeah, like all the like these big battle droids, like these things that like you were fighting in the previous episode when you were out on the deck. Those are all now just crawling over the ship, cleaning it, buffering out dents and stuff.
I love it.
And scratches on whiteboards.
No. Yeah, well, the whiteboard that was on his old ship that had the much lower charge on it.
God.
I'm gonna set up a set up a emergency skeleton crew that is going to be off duty at the moment but ready to come in at a moment's notice, and also have half the guns manned, and otherwise have just a standard bridge crew.
Fair enough. You actually
and,
noticed. Go ahead, because this will probably apply to you as well.
Yeah, and Zimmer will also type in the protocol because his old ship had an automatic protocol of when he at the event that he is basically taken out of his suit.
So you're like writing that into the new ship?
Basically, the blast doors close, and the automatic security system will detain him.
Yo, okay, that makes perfect sense. Actually, that's good thinking. Okay, so that is plugged in, and both of you actually noticed that your respective, flesh and blood crews, despite the fact that they are largely made up of like the militia, have started arming themselves, not in the uniforms, but in the body armor, like the spare body armors of the Federation soldiers who they'd taken from.
I just imagine like someone is painting different colors on them.
Yeah, there's probably like some guys who actually just like taken it as a job to just like repaint like stuff on them so they don't accidentally shoot each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make a giant bullseye as their symbol.
Actually, like each ship is painting different things on theirs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jane
okay.
is providing paints for this recreational activity for the humans to partake
I
in.
love it.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to start designing a new uniform,
Oh, okay,
like
yeah,
a
sure.
Class A uniform. I'm gonna have Alfred do it because he actually has a skill to be able to do that sort of thing.
That's totally fair. It's totally fair. Yeah, and Chief Irons
Zimmer.
is doing the same. Oh, what's Zimmer doing?
Yeah.
Like, what is
Zimmer also got his paint job.
Oh yeah, so you like got the whole thing repainted red.
Yeah,
Okay.
now he's a bright red rather than the faded red with tons of fucking scratches all over it.
Yeah, actually, I imagine like all this time that you've known Zimmer, he's been kind of like walking around in this very clunky, like cranky suit. Like every time he moves, it's kind of like. Arch. Now he's like gliding. Like there's still like thumps as he walks because his suit is fucking heavy as hell. But it now is like this like perfectly maintained machine with like bright red paint and a very sleek retrofit.
Yeah, so instead of like something that looks like it's been jury-rigged with rubber bands, and it now looks like something that functions properly.
Exactly,
he,
yeah.
He was playing sharp dressed man as he walks down the hall.
Yeah. For those of you who are familiar with Warhammer, Zimmer was a Killacan, now he's a Dreadnought. Like,
Okay. Alright, I will return very shortly.
okay. So in that case, meanwhile, on board the Clairvoyants, and Kat will come back to do some stuff with Kat in a bit, but Jane, are you going to actually inform the captain of anything that you discovered?
I have a number of things I want to do.
Okay.
What's happening with the Bojack?
The Bojack is currently being buffered and cleaned.
Okay. Do we have anyone in mind for who is going to be put in charge?
Currently, Barley is, manning it, but no one has actually been elected as the captain of the Bojack.
Very well. Zimmer, if I may request, I would like to put one of the humans that I have met in charge of the Bojack.
I'd like to hear who it is.
Sergeant Mann.
Sergeant Man.
Sergeant Manning. Sergeant Manning.
Zimmer pulls up his file, because I'd assume they...
Yeah, remind me who Manning is?
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on.
That is basically Zimmer right now.
Going to...
Does he get the gun too? No.
No, but he probably actually has the giant cannon. Like, probably equipped like a Federation like rocket launcher.
God damn it! This is just becoming Laura with overpowered weapons attached to him.
Going up? Yeah, go up.
All right.
Looks like
Okay.
it's made out of Legos for
Oh, of course. So yeah, the file is coming up. It's coming up a little bit slowly though. It's like for some reason, like even though this is
He's
a
using
kinda-
like dial-up equivalent.
yeah, like, even though this is a cutting edge Federation ship, it's kind of like old 60s sci-fi where everything is still like it's going in like line at a time, like.
Oh god, that's terrible. That's horrible.
Yeah, she had to like respond to the computer, like the base AI that's being run by the computer, because technically Jane is now like the actual AI. So to ask the computer directly any questions, you actually have to type it in manually. So
Yeah,
like,
he's
I like the
Slack.
comparison you made a few days ago to Portal. I like the idea of Jane trying to reason with the AI to let her into the archives or something.
yes. Oh god.
She's basically Wheatley though. Except it's not falling apart.
Yeah. No, like basically
Except
right now it's a
Wheatley was
less.
designed to be the most dumb.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
robot.
Jane is essentially Wheatley and Barley is
I mean, she has
GLaDOS.
a good personality, is the thing.
Yeah, like they're less antagonistic versions of GLaDOS and Wheatley.
Yeah.
But so yeah, the thing is going across a zombie. Would you care to fill in that?
Oh yeah, so Manning, Sergeant Manning, was a Federation soldier. Numerous excursions, successful excursions. Prides himself on taking care of his ship. Always brings in lots and lots of money from successful missions. Yeah. Anything in particular to know about him?
What's his what's his
Hold on. So this is Sergeant Manning.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Can I suggest a first name real quick?
No.
Oh, okay.
Peyton?
No.
Is it gonna be Peyton or is it
Sorry?
Manning?
I was going. Actually, I was going to
maybe.
suggest
No,
Rex
shh.
Manning.
Shh.
Okay.
I don't want to risk you saying it.
Okay.
What?
Okay. So.
Is
Right,
he
so-
human? He's a human.
So
Then.
this amazing person
Yeah,
is.
he's a human. Of course,
Yeah.
he's Federation, so of course. He's
Yeah.
human.
Oh, Federation. Huh? Hmm. All right. Looking over his file.
I trust him, and Barley will be able to keep an eye on him for us.
All right. I will, but I'll have a. We should set up where where commands from both me and you are placed well above his in the event of him going rogue in any way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. So the sergeant. Would you like to call the sergeant to take over the ship now, or would you like to give him a chance to get into uniform?
Who's that to?
That is to Jane or to Zimmer. Zimmer, if you'd like to call this individual.
Zimmer would give him some time
Oh, of course.
because they have all the time in the world, really.
Of course, of course.
Jane.
Of course, yes.
Sorry, what am I? What?
There's the
I was
question
looking
of
at
whether
my-
or not you want to give him time to get the uniform or not to take command.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Oh, yeah, of course. So,
That's- yeah. Y'all are doing some real backhand shit going on.
well, it's not like it's secretly a named character or anything. No, okay. It's actually nothing. It's nothing sinister.
Okay.
It's more of a dumb joke thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't joke is fine. Just don't want it to be like, well, sorry, but it was actually this person.
No. It's like part of the thing I was joking about before was if the guy's name was Rex Manning after the 70s TV star. Like this is like this ridiculous like hello there, I'm Zap Brannigan. Name's Rex Manley.
Oh, okay. So it's basically Zap Brannigan then.
Kind of, yeah.
Damn it.
So so meanwhile on board the other ship though, Kat,
Yes.
you're down in the thing having a chat with McNulty.
I like the idea that
I thought that was me.
You are going to be joining her in a second.
Uh,
I'm letting her have a chance to actually do something because she hasn't done anything all session.
Does that mean that Colgate is still in a two? Like still?
No, because remember they Jane poured all of her organs into a sewn together Colgate flesh suit.
So that means she's just hanging about on one of the ships then.
Yeah, she's wandering about on the Bojack. Actually, technically, because she's the only biological on the ship at the time, she is the acting captain.
The ship set her as the acting captain.
Barley is just getting increasingly annoyed at this zombie that is wandering around the ship, bumping into walls.
Sorry.
But yeah, so starting though with Kat, down the brig with McNulty. He's kind of like staring at you as you pull up a chair and sit down.
Oh, hello there, Miss McNulty.
Mr.
Right?
McNulty.
No, hello there, Mr. Mc. I can never say that. You know what I'm trying to say.
Please call me Yoshikage. It's easier to say.
No, it really is.
Yoshikage Kira.
You can also just call him Mick if you like. He won't exactly like it, but it's easier to remember.
And you should
Or
totally
Irish.
call him Mick.
Yeah.
Oh, all right then, Yoshikage. So, what has brought you out here on this fine morning?
He looks up a little bit and says, "I was not aware that the clocks had been set to morning. Is that local time?"
It is local for the planet that is about to get destroyed. So
I imagine it still has several weeks before another force is detached to destroy it.
Oh, really? That's pretty good to hear, actually.
Indeed.
Oh.
The rest of the galaxy will be doomed by that point, but at least the planet will have that extra little bit of time to enjoy its rotation.
Jesus, that's a fucked up dude.
Yeah.
No wonder we sent Kat to interview him and not anyone else.
Cat's a dumb lady. Keep in mind, he's behind like a force field wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like, if any of the other ones would be there, they'd probably lose their cool.
Oh, yeah, no, Cat's super chill, yeah.
Well, I guess that's right. Then, so, what do you care to tell anyone who might be vested in order to help you? Just trying to fake an evil-looking smirk.
Roll intimidation for me.
Oh god. What's intimidation, stat?
That'd be
Intelligence?
use intelligence plus,
Actually, yeah, it's intelligence plus the intimidation stat.
yeah.
I should know because Zimmer's good at intimidation.
Yeah, or you can use strength if you want to try and like intimidate him using physical force, but because he's behind a force field, that's probably not going to work.
Oh shit, that would have been good because damn, now I wish I...
Would I be able to use my charisma?
Yes, yeah. You can also use negative or positive attractiveness for intimidation specifically.
Hey.
Nice.
Alright, that makes this roll a lot better. 12.
Okay. So yeah, you like get up like to the barge and like, yeah, like something you want to tell me. He like very slowly folds one hand over the other and says, "Miss McCready, was it?"
No, Miss Caroline.
Miss Caroline, I apologize. I misread your file.
It's fine.
Do you understand what is coming in the next several weeks?
Somewhat is the short answer. I am not knowledgeable like you in the inner sanctums of the Federation, but I have a few guesses.
Do you know, then, what I feel for you and the people of this planet? The people I was sent here to exterminate?
I don't really know that much about you. I've read your file, but there's a lot of holes in it.
Indeed. It's a fairly straightforward file, though I imagine that the director has deliberately withheld certain information for security reasons.
Of course, of course.
What I've been drinking from it. I don't want to drink your goddamn... Oh, fuck's sake. God damn it. Alright. Anyway. Sorry. What I feel for this... fuck's sake. Hold on. You get back into the thing real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What I feel for this planet, what I feel for the people on it, what I feel for you, dear lady, is pity. You stand there with your sinister smirk and your harsh words, and you have no idea how doomed you really are right now. You have no idea what is going to happen to every planet like this, throughout the Federation, throughout all of known space, as soon as the director reaches his goal.
Well, you may have your pity, but we have courage and hope. We are to be able to take out this Federation. We took out you, and you're one of the most you're one of the highest commanders of the Federation, as far as we know.
You managed to beat a sacrificial lamb, sent to the slaughter, and you believe that has given you the advantage needed to defeat a dragon. You are a child with a stone, facing off against a monster. That monster...
Then bring him David and Goliath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that.
Bring
Well-
up chess. Darts and Droid says that all good villain monologues need to involve something about checkmate.
Oh, yes. No, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Well, I definitely agree that they are monsters. And how does it feel to be a sacrificial lamb? I mean, you must certainly not like being such a pawn to their game.
You misunderstand me.
Apparently I do.
An excellent chess player knows that sometimes you must sacrifice the queen in order to achieve a checkmate. That is what he has done.
But while you took the queen, you didn't realize that the pawn reached the other side of the board.
Yes, the pawn has reached the other side of the board and become the queen. And now checkmate is inevitable.
Now checkmate is inevitable unless you do
Now you are in that position where they have the two queens, and they basically just keep on moving one piece and the other piece to kind of force you into the side until eventually, in like 10 turns, you end up in checkmate. It's really slow.
Nuts, but who is the nutcracker?
It's actually one of the worst strategies in chess. Don't do it.
This is that strategy that two people who really don't know how to play chess eventually end up in, because it's really easy to pull off after every other piece has been removed.
But good thing you have.
It is a good thing then that you were as bad as
player.
that you were as bad as chess as the director.
Okay, now I want Jane Doe to play chess against the director and to see who wins the war.
God. Actually, that should be like a thing. It's like during the final battle, like instead of a background image, we'll just have like me and Zombie playing chess against each other badly.
Yes, that's how you do it.
But no, he obviously doesn't quite say that. But you know, he's like, yeah, you put yourself in a position like you've taken out his queen and put yourself in check.
Well, all good things come in a comeback. You can win when you've lost everything. There is the possibility, if taking out the correct pieces. Taking out and having the better strategy will make you... You can lose all your pieces. I mean, you can lose most of your pieces, but if you have a good few pieces left and a better strategy, you will win chess.
Indeed, but what if instead of playing chess, you were playing checkers? And ended up in a position where you had almost no pieces left. Then, ultimately, every piece has so much more value. You have only 3 ships, and though you might have kinged all 3 of them, there are still many other checkers pieces, many of which have also been kinged on the board.
Jesus.
Oh,
This fucking board game analogy, it's terrible.
Right now, the director has us playing Monopoly, endlessly going around the board, cycling out money, but he has several thousand more dollars than you, and therefore will eventually win basically through attrition.
He has put
But
the
we
hotels
will
on his
have-
Monopoly, even if it's like boardwalk, like the
You
the
have like
cheapest-
5 locations, but he has all the rest of them, and so you're eventually just by, by just standard luck, you will eventually wear yourself out and run out of money. And we are not playing with free parking rules, so that will not save you.
This is like Risk, but if we threw out all the rules of Risk and made it worse.
You are like a risk player who has invested everything into Australia. Yes, it will take forever to actually dislodge you, but you don't actually have enough reinforcements coming in to actually win, because he has Asia. I mean, for God's sake, Asia is so broken.
Oh god.
Oh,
And we're not playing with house rules that make Asia even weaker.
Yeah, no, it's a bullshit game. But he's Yahtzee'd it.
Motherfucker.
It's like with card games. He doesn't actually know how to play cards.
You
so he
think
just
you're
says go fish in the middle of poker, and then everyone gets confused. So we just give him all of our cards, and he wins. Terrible.
You think that you've been engaging him in a game of poker this entire time, but really he's just been playing solitaire because of how well he's been playing everything, because he's basically the only player you see, because, you're more just sort of watching. Or, no, you're a card, that's the metaphor. You're the card. And he's...
Son of a bitch. Can I interrupt this, please?
yes, you can.
sir, he is giving pretty bad board game analogy, sir.
I see.
Salute.
Captain,
I presume you would be the new captain, then.
yes.
It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance under less aggressive circumstances.
Yes. Coffee.
Please.
I'm going to put I'm going to put the cup into the little cage that brings it into his cell. And
Okay,
then,
yeah. It's like a little thing from Dune. Like you very, very slowly push it through.
yeah. So,
Indeed.
actually, if you could, Commander, if you could take the bridge in my absence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just salutes, stands up, and then walks out of the room.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure that there is no surveillance equipment active in the room.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
By essentially just
Roll
setting off,
matrix hack. No.
setting off a rather violent storm of my telemagery, essentially.
Okay, yeah. So there's like a burst of static, and then like all the cameras on you.
At this point, you hear running as Cat returns as the camera in there right now.
So, there was a weapon on your ship. There were many weapons on your ship.
Yes, the bioweapons, I imagine.
Yes.
How did you find those little creatures?
Well, I have
Right
not
out in
seen
the
them
fucking
myself.
middle.
but I was wondering what they were and how you were manufacturing them.
What indeed? I'll be honest with you, I actually don't know myself. They are a product of the director's twisted genius. A reverse engineering of a weapon used against the Bureau of Xenological Research itself. A tool used to attempt to destroy the very facility that Captain Zimmer and the AI known as Jane Doe escaped from. It was intended to destroy us, and the director found a way of using it to his own ends, as he so often does.
And how do you feel about that bioweapon being in the hands of a possibly crazy artificial intelligence at the moment?
Frankly, sir, it scares the hell out of me.
Me too. Which is why I'm having this conversation.
He
How do I stop it?
steeples his fingers together. What an interesting turn of events. He kind of like brings his fingers up and lowers his head so that you just can't see his eyes over his steepled fingers. He looks kind of like this at the moment. Minus the obvious joke. But he's like interesting. I am not entirely sure how to destroy it. However, I have an idea how you might be able to get rid of it.
You mean by opening fire on the vessel that you came from?
I would
Are you
Sending
talking
to
about
oblivion?
Are you talking about killing Jane or killing the machine in?
You're gonna kill Zimmer?
no, killing the machine is like
Killing all the children? You're gonna
No,
kill all
he-
the children?
No,
from your phone?
this is like so. I'm like, is that what you were thinking? Because
He's
that
like-
is currently not an option.
he shakes his head. No, I would never assume that someone as noble as yourself would stoop to something like that, and I imagine that the Xenos captain, his lipcast sneers a little bit, would be comfortable with the idea of blowing a hole in my former ship. No, I'm suggesting destroying the facility itself, down to the last atom. Then wiping out the AI, for it surely now has the schematics to make similar machines.
Interesting.
Listen
And
to me.
is there- Mhm.
You don't understand exactly how dangerous this AI is. The machine, calling itself Jane Doe, is a manufactured product created by the director. Nothing that he has created has ever done good for anyone in the galaxy besides the director himself. I refuse to believe that he would allow something so dangerous out on the galaxy without understanding it and having a contingency plan, one that will benefit him and his schemes. If left unchecked, that creation of his will destroy us all. It is more dangerous and more devious than the Xenos captain and his entire fetid species.
Yeah.
I will keep all of this under advisement. Anything I can do to make your life slightly more comfortable while you still remain in the cell?
I'm a fan of games. And you're
Really?
yeah, and your charming second command has provided me an excellent chance to relieve myself of the boredom that comes with this cell. If I could be granted a few small entertainments and the use of her time every day, I would be deeply appreciative.
I do have an opponent for you.
Oh?
Yes. I'm sure that you will enjoy his company.
Oh,
I will
God,
send him down every day when he is off shift. As far as the commander, unfortunately, her duties make it so that her time is far more limited than his.
That is a shame, but I understand. I will play with whoever you give me.
Yes. By the way, if he decides to call you human pet, don't think anything of it.
I will endeavor not to take it as a rudeness.
Yeah, he's a bit nuts, but he's great at games like that. Particularly, I believe Parcheesi is his favorite.
I'm a fan of Pachisi, and I look forward to enjoying a nice long game with the opponent you've set me.
Yes. All right. I'm going to leave at that point, and also let Alfred know that the human pet in the brig needs entertainment.
Yeah.
And he should bring along his Parcheesi and cribbage set.
He, as you go, he just walks back to the bed and sits down, folds his hands over his knee.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on board the other ship, Captain Zimmer.
Mm-hmm.
The young officer is ready to see you, sir.
Send him in.
Yes, so he's actually decked out in full Federation garb, complete with the flight helmet and goggles and the works. Very professional, very crisp and clean. A little stiff though, a little stiff. But he salutes you, says, "Hello, Commanding Officer Zimmer."
I'd like to roll intimidation real quick.
All right.
I'm going to swap over to the phone real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So and he'd like to use his strength for that, so look physically intimidating.
All right. Yeah. So you just grab a Zimmer stands up and steam bursts out of all of his joints as he opens up several ports and makes himself look as big as possible.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta roll it. I was
While
pretty
you do
sure
that.
that I had a.
Yeah, no. While you do that, if you want to give me any notes, zombie.
No, the discussion about with McNulty saying we should just
So I have a
we just
14.
fire at the ship, whatever.
Blow up the thing. All right, what did you roll?
Yeah, the cap ship.
A 14.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna intimidate him. But what was the zombie?
I was watching a review of the new Batman a couple of months ago now, Batman game.
Oh yeah.
And they were talking about the tank sections and how the tanks, because they're automated, there's no problem with blowing them up. But if the bad guys just if they made them man tanks instead, Batman wouldn't be able to do anything to them because he can't kill people. And I was thinking, oh my god, Bruce and Alfred can't fire at me because I've strapped kids to the front of the ship.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, you're actually a Batman villain. Oh god, okay,
Wait, does that make Zimmer the Penguin?
Yes. Because he's obsessed with money and it's he's got this weird hunchback body and his gang of painted up goons. Oh god. So yeah, as you stand over this cowering guy, your big red body shining. One of the guys comes over and brings you some food since you haven't eaten in a while. It's a large fish.
Mm-hmm.
They can slide into your port and eat it.
Just like a random fish.
Yeah, it's because he eats fish now. He's like,
It's a penguin.
yeah.
God damn it. and then Zimmer goes, ah, and he just slaps the guy in the back and breaks the whole facade.
Yeah.
I did have an idea for having Jane make everyone sushi, but it never came to fruition.
Oh, jeez. But for the time being, yeah, like the guy like buckles a little bit under your weight, and it's like, yes, you're very funny, Captain Zimmer.
So I've heard. Well, I think that you'll do well as the standing captain of the Bojack, my previous vessel.
Thank you, Captain Zimmer. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a admirer of your work in field of taking over our ship. It was very impressive.
Just know that before you go, I'm always watching.
Of course, sir, I don't anticipate you ever having reason to doubt me, and I am well aware that you are ever vigilant.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the many qualities that I respect about you.
Mm-hmm. And then he gets one of the what is it? One of the crew members within the I'm trying to remember what the name of the place is that they're at.
The bridge?
Yeah, the bridge. Yeah, he gets one of them to get like a weird basket and just has a bunch of fruit from like the locker and like, here's your going away basket.
Oh, thank you, Captain. I am not sure what to say. It's the most emotional I have ever been.
Mm-hmm.
This moment. Thank you, Captain.
All right, have fun.
Jane
Yes,
Jane gives him like a talk afterwards, like that was good.
I feel like I feel strange and uncomfortable in this position, but I will trust that it all will work out in the end. Thank you for this opportunity, Jane. I very much appreciate it.
It's okay.
One
Just,
of the-
you know,
one of the-
if in doubt, listen to Barley. He'll tell you what to do.
He nods his head and taps his helmet. Yes, Jane, I appreciate the advice.
One of the things in there is like a picture of Zimmer, and it's like signed.
Oh God, yeah. So like,
and on the back it says, "You owe me $5."
oh my God, yes. So yeah, no, he gets into the ship and he sits down and like sets himself into position, and then starts looking through the basket. It's like all like there's like some really nice fruit on the top, and then it kind of gets really low grade underneath, and at the bottom there's just like an IOU. There's like a check actually made out already in his name, like to be sent to you.
By the time he reaches the bottom, it's just sand from the desert planet.
Yes.
I'm sorry that a note it just says, "I'm sorry we ran out of things to give you. That'll be," and then the price.
Yeah, no, totally.
I'm sure he appreciates the gesture.
He's very fond.
Yeah.
He dips into his own private financial reserves and pays you
Mm-hmm.
promptly. He understands.
Yeah. How much will that be, by the way?
That's going to be 15 credits.
Sweet. I get.
That sand is expensive,
Sweet.
yo.
Yeah.
We're no longer on a desert planet. The ship isn't made of sand.
Oh God.
All right, I'll be back.
He like puts up like a little picture of Zimmer up in the thing, and then puts up a set of technical specs of Jane Doe in the like next to it. Like it's signed with like a binary code reading Jane Doe, and he like touches it briefly before like putting himself in position.
Oh God.
It's one of those. Is it one of those
It's like the World War II
codes that you take a picture of with your phone?
Yeah.
Like
No,
a
exactly.
URL.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like,
I'm back.
hey, one back. So yeah, no, like he's got both of those in a World War II fighter pilot like old fashioned photographs stuck into the sides of the main console. It's like, oh, my best girl. No, but
I'd like to contact Chief
Irons.
or Captain Irons.
All right.
I'm going to keep calling him Chief Irons because if I say Captain, I immediately go to Zimmer.
No, of course. So yeah, doop loop loop loop, and then picks up. Hello.
Hello,
Oh.
Chief Irons.
Oh, hello, Jane. How are you getting used to the new accommodations?
Quite well, thank you.
Excellent.
I don't exactly exist in a material form.
Ah, yes, I noticed that change. It suits you. You look great. You've lost weight.
Wait.
Or
Didn't she
I guess
gain weight? Because
yeah,
of this whole
or gained a few thousand tons, but you wear it well.
Oh, she's blushing.
Like the little icon,
used
like
to
the little
such high
emoji
praise.
turns to like a little blushing face emoji. It's like, so how are so yes, you contacted me. I hope everything is going well. Captain Zimmer and Captain Humphreys are both
I wanted
settling
to
in.
talk about the colonists and the Federation.
Oh yes, indeed.
I'm about to go back out
Okay, no,
just to sit out there for a bit.
fair enough. It's like negative 14 degrees where I am, so you enjoy that. Yeah, he's like, oh yes, indeed. I heard that you had Federation soldiers working for you on the ship.
I
Disarmed,
don't
of
believe
course.
they are entirely xenophobic or hateful towards the colonists. I believe that may have only been the orders from the chain of command.
Most people are decent at their core. They follow orders, but that doesn't necessarily make them monsters. I'm glad you're giving them the chance, and I'm hoping that Captain Zimmer's excellent example will help to show them that not all aliens are the monsters they have been betrayed by the Federation.
No, just Ferengi.
They just con you out of cash. I've every notice.
Yeah, like it's like yeah, no, like they're not all monsters. They're just greedy.
They're just basically used car salesmen.
Yeah, they're basically like yeah, they're Frankie.
They trick you into indentured servitude by
Yeah,
giving you a wage and then charging you more than it costs.
I like the
to
idea that
live.
Zimmer has like the rules of acquisition like a page a day calendar with all the rules of acquisition on it. But yeah, so
That's a thing.
oh god, that'd be awesome. But okay, so yeah, see, it's like, yes. So what did you want to know?
I wanted to make sure that from your perspective, as you know these people better than I do, that there will be no issues between the colonists and the Federation working together.
I can't say there won't be any bad blood, at least for a while. After all, there was a recent bit of serious, uncomfortable history that's going to take a while to, fade from the mind, but they're good people, the colonists, and they won't... I have faith they won't act rashly or do anything too violent.
I was considering making public service announcements, informing them that they are all organics and thus should cooperate.
He coughs slightly and says, that might, of course, work. Though I'm not sure it won't put at least some of them, not quite put all of them at ease. After all, some of them might be a little uncomfortable with the idea of feeling like they're being forced into working with one another at the the whim of a computer, even one as understandable and heroic as yourself.
So organics don't like computers then?
I wouldn't say that. I certainly wouldn't say that you have any reason to mistrust or to
Would they
hold a grudge
like
against me.
me more if I appeared human?
His mouth actually sort of drops. He's like, can you do that?
I also wish to
yes.
discuss with you something else.
Oh, of course, yes, and whatever you would like to.
Do you know of any terrorist organizations?
Yes, of course. There's a few, but the most active of which is an anti-Federation, pro-alien. I apologize. Pro. No, Xeno's like a vaguely like Xeno is basically like saying a like pro-Caucasian or like pro, etc.
It's an accurate descriptor, but also it's the shorthand, so it's like kind of offensive.
Yeah, basically, it would be like going the long. Geez, I don't even want to say the words, especially because this is a recorded video. But like the scientific version of the N-word, and then the shorthand version of the N-word. That's like the really offensive slurry one. That's Xeno. Like, yes, like it's a kind of a like the fact that he's saying alien is a little bit like saying, oh yes, it's one of those like it's a black guy, which could be seen as vaguely insensitive, versus Xeno and like all that, which is like super offensive and technical. He's like, yeah, well, they're very they have certain issues with the Federation and humanity in general. Understandably.
Do you know how I can contact them?
He looks genuinely uncomfortable now. Like you're basically asking someone like, how would you get in touch with ISIS? It's like,
how do we?
Yeah, but this is if ISIS were the good guys, okay?
No, I mean I don't disagree, but like it's still kind of like, hey, Russian freedom fighter, how would you get in touch with ISIS? It's like, well, I mean, not that I am necessarily opposed to them, but I don't have their. I suppose if you put out a broadband call on a certain
list,
Humphreys would know how to get in touch with them.
Mr. Humphreys would, Captain Humphreys would know how to reach them. He was he led an anti-terrorist task force for a number of years. I'm sure he understands the methods which they use to recruit and communicate.
Okay. I'll talk to him about that then.
Of course. Anything else I can do to help you, don't hesitate to ask.
There was something else, but I can't remember now.
You're still saying all that information, by the way.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure you were aware.
I mean, that would reduce morale, Duhad.
Oh, of course. Yes, of course. How foolish of me. Okay, well, in that case, Bleal. While Zombie thinks of what to do next, let's actually move over to Kat for a second because she's had so little to do. Kat.
Yes.
What are you doing now that you've been dismissed and are now basically free to do what you want?
Kat would likely be doing what she would be walking and just kind of surveying, making sure there are no like fights between anyone. Just kind of trying to keep up the good mood, inspire people, etc., etc.
Things seem relatively calm. You guys have like begun the journey. You're still a few days away. Whether that is next session or session after next will depend on how things are moving. Like whether or not there's still stuff to do pre big like start of the finale. But right now things are relatively calm. It's the calm before the storm, essentially.
Yeah.
I remember my question.
Okay, well, as soon as we know what Kat's going to do, we'll move back to you for a second.
I don't know. Like, that's
Okay,
pretty
so-
much what Kat's going to be
You can
doing.
go to
So
the
go
back
ahead.
area.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you can go talk to him for a bit. Okay, so for now, then, move back over to Jane for a second. What was the thing that you finally remembered?
Less of a question for Chief Irons, but what sort of alien, like what are the alien species populations compared to the humans?
There are several. There are most of them are kind of like have either been subjugated to the point where they're relatively scarce in number, or are from outside of Federation space. Like Zimmer. Actually, what would Zimmer be from? From one of the smaller species, or from outside Federation space?
He's from a smaller species that the Federation basically took in,
Okay.
and then after troubles, they ended up classing their planet.
Ah. Okay, that would explain why you
Yeah.
were arrested. Yeah.
They let them out of their suits. That's what happened. And then they're like, "Oh fuck, we need to take care of this."
Let's crack open their suits and see what's inside.
Oh, God.
And then all of a sudden, I don't know why they're attacking us now.
Oh, geez, they seem to have gone crazy.
They must all be savage monsters. They don't deserve to be alive.
Kill them all, especially the children. Okay, so yeah. That.
So there are more humans though than there are.
Within Federation
aliens.
space, significantly.
Okay. And also, I don't know if I sent you the changes that I made to the ship a couple of days ago.
Yes, no, you did. You did. I have those.
Okay. Well, I would like to set some people in the research and development sector to start manufacturing something for me.
Okay. Is this something that you're willing to tell everyone what you're doing, or is this going to be one of those? It's just you'll.
I want them to make bullets that freeze the target
Oh, okay.
on
yeah.
impact, and like put them in cryo temporarily.
Yeah, sure. You can basically make some cryo
You're
around
going to
this.
be May.
Freeze, don't move.
Are we getting to the point where we're starting to do things civilly, without murdering everybody? We have ceased being murder hobos now that we have some wealth and a place to stay.
All right, yeah, no, you can.
That
make...
is-
Oh, good. So yeah,
That is actually pretty awesome.
perfect. So yeah,
I never
okay.
murdered anyone.
So yeah, you contact the science
I mean,
chamber.
I murdered 20 people, but that was an accident. Okay.
You murdered Victor on purpose, but I guess he is an insane person, so I don't mind that.
Yes.
He killed enough people to warrant his
yeah.
life void.
It was literally experimented on because,
Yeah, I know.
To make cryostasis because he murdered
I'm
so
just
many.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring all.
Okay. So yeah, Jane's starting to work on the cryo rounds. So over to Kat. Is it Kat don't have anything to do?
Kat's just, I don't know. Kat's just kind of walking around. Like, she's probably pumping up the crew a bit. Keep making sure every thing works. Calling anyone if anyone needs anything. Just being a on-hand officer, ready to help at anything.
Okay. In that case, over to Captain Zimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Zimmer, things are going well for you. The crew has started to What was the design you put on that they had Jane make for their uniforms?
I don't know.
Okay, so they're all wearing their armor's all been painted red, and
Okay.
they all have the symbol of they all have a like a fuck. What would be a representative for Jane? Is the other half of the command staff. They all have a picture of like a. God damn it, zombie! Help me. What's the symbol for Jane?
A symbol for Jane.
Yeah, to go along with the red armor for Zimmer, because there's Zimmer.
Super happy emoticon.
Jane researches into human alien stereotypes.
Okay.
And she discovers that octopuses are often related to aliens, so she puts an octopus on there.
Okay, so they're
Wait,
red
is this
with
Hydra?
Oh my, yeah. So yeah, like big red armor suit, black octopus, like with a human skull to represent that it's humans and aliens coming together, looping down and under. And so as the big red, semi-villain, like walks over on the bridge of his ship, he sees his crew standing below him, going, "Hail, Zimmer!"
It's fine. It's fine.
The red captain will lead us to victory.
Red Skull?
Red captain.
But they shorten it to Zemo.
Yes, of course.
I love this so much.
Hail Zemo.
So Zimmer, after setting on autopilot for the time being, goes to the big rec room and starts playing billiards with people.
Yeah, I know. The command staff is actually just like, despite their new creepy like logos and armor and stuff, are still basically a bunch of like miners and schlubby like cops. So they're more than happy to play pool with the boss.
Yeah.
So you have like this group of like red and black clad like Hydra agents playing pool with this giant red robot alien.
God, we look more and more like the villains as time goes on.
Slightly. It's okay though, because you're fighting actual Nazis, basically.
We're the Republic Nazis, okay?
You're the Nazis in appearance, they're the Nazis in action.
True.
So, oh lordy. Okay, so yeah, Captain Humphreys, you haven't had a thing in a little while. You want to do anything?
Yes. I am actually going to talk to my quartermaster about stuff.
Does he like to stab people?
No, this quartermaster does not like to stab people and replace them, and then yell about how the English ruin everything. He does not like to do that.
Yeah, so you meet up with the quartermaster, and it's this big dude, like a my apologies, that's a little racist. It's a alien of some description. You recognize him as the guy who used to sell arms back in the back home in the main town that Chief Irons worked at. And as you come in, he leans over his counter and goes, "How you doing, boss?"
Doing all right. So I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
How's morale lately? You seem to deal with everybody.
Morale? Well, I'll tell you something, Captain. Ever since you got this whole place working right proper, it's been... people been humming. Everyone was a little shook up when we had to abandon the planet, but ever since you had them doing these arts and crafts and redesigning their armors and giving them a new identity, they've been really appreciating it. Really takes the mind off of things. And the idea of being able to proactively hit back at the people who've been putting them down for so long has really, really improved morale.
Yeah. Here's the other thing. There will be a time eventually when martial law will no longer be necessary.
I'd appreciate that.
I was thinking, because these people are eventually going to return to planetary life, that we should host some sort of election of civilian leadership. Do you think that would help, or would it just remind people too much too soon?
I think at the time
about-
being, it might
You
be a
should
bit.
you should do a direct democracy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd work. Yeah. But, well, I think that people would appreciate it. I mean, there is a mayor, but he wasn't exactly elected by the people for the people. He was put in place by the Federation. And while he's liked enough, I don't think that they'd re-elect him if given the choice.
You
I know.
should make it so Federation members have 3/5 of a vote.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
He says, I know that Chief Irons is currently, Captain Irons now, is currently serving as the sole arbiter of law and justice on board of the Reuniter, but knowing him, he's not going to want to keep power after this whole crisis is over.
Yes, it also might give them. It also might delegate some of the responsibility to the civilians, which is what I'm hoping it'll do. And allow
Begging
the
you,
commerce that does go on the ship. I mean, right now they're trading cigarettes and nudie magazines, and this isn't a prison. You know, like we should get something going. You know.
I absolutely agree, Captain. After all, there's very little I can do with all of these. He pulls out a giant stack of porno mags. It's like, half of these I don't even like.
I think there might even be a couple of Xeno ones in here.
There's only like a handful of ones that are
some
even
of-
from my species.
Some of them from Zimmer's species. I love them.
It's like, I'm really unnerved by the ones for Zimmer species because most of them just appear to be the model attacking the cameraman after getting out of their armor.
That's great.
All right. Well, thanks for the input. I'm gonna go have a conversation with the other captains.
All right. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Skype call.
Yeah.
Captain Irons comes back on. Sim with Zimmer.
Zimmer comes goes back to the bridge, and he's got a lot of party shit on.
Nice. So you actually see that because you haven't actually seen, like the rest of you haven't actually seen Chief Irons in a bit. You see that his crew has also been doing a bit of the repainting, and it looks like they've basically taken the symbol for like the police for the Planetary Defense Forces and turned that into like an actual like logo, and have like been recutting up their stuff to look like weird, like they look like a post-apocalyptic like crew attempting to make themselves like trying to do a police themed gang, because they're having trouble actually cutting up the Federation uniforms into police into like facsimiles of their old police uniforms. But he's got like this, like basically right now, because his arms are too big for any of the officer suits, he's just got like this like officer's vest and then these ripped arms with, you know, his big metal arms sticking out from them. Captains?
Yes. So I've been thinking about the civilians on board that are still civilians and not actual crew members.
Oh, funny how many people have been bringing that up. He looks over at Zimmer.
I've been thinking if we give them their own delegation, an elected delegation to kind of oversee their day-to-day life, it would put them at better ease.
Interesting.
I am 7 steps ahead of you.
What?
In each person's room on our facility, there is a console that allows them to input data, allow them to input their vote to recommend decisions for state. Yes. for a
Okay.
state, yeah.
Aaron's like, that's very open-minded of you, Captain Zimmer. I commend you. I had not thought that you were so thoughtful in regards to the well-being of my countrymen. I really do appreciate what you think.
Most of that was Jane. I've been mostly I've been mostly helping out the crew and staying up.
He holds up a hand. He's like, no, please. I understand that you are modest and you hide behind this facade of greed to, maintain this vision of yourself as a hard space captain.
Visibly bites his own hand.
Yeah, but I can see now that you are better than that. You are truly a friend to my people, and I am so very grateful to have met you, sir. Captain Zimmer, thank you.
By the way, my cousin is aboard your vessel. He's a shit pool player and a compulsive gambler.
Oh, that's why he kept re-challenging me after
Yeah.
every time.
I'll be you
He's
next
also bad
time,
at darts.
Captain Zimmer.
It may also be pertinent to note
Oh, what was that,
the
Blue?
importance
Hold
of
on, so-
education.
Somebody hold on that just a moment. What was that, Blue?
What?
You said something.
I said, he's banned at all the bar game.
Yeah. Okay, now something. What were you going to say?
It may also be pertinent to note the importance of education for the civilians.
For the children, and
Yes.
Yeah.
The colonists, Jane goes to say something and then stops herself. And
well,
just messages,
Alfred's-
private messages Zimmer saying the colonists probably don't have very good education.
Yeah.
well,
This isn't
Alfred's
bad.
taken. Yeah,
Oh,
Alfred's been.
Hold on. This is a private conversation between the two of them briefly before the main conversation continues.
You should probably handle the actual things that they would learn, because being that the only education I got was from the Federation themselves, and it wasn't even that much. I'd probably say you're the best at being able to find out what to actually educate them with.
I thank you. I mean, I already knew that, but thank you.
I love the chemistry here. Okay, so now you step in. Fuck, Humphreys.
Yeah. Well, Alfred's been teaching his micro-human pets, as he calls the children on board the vessel. He's been teaching them basic computer skills lately. But that's where his major area of expertise is, that and driving almost every vehicle known to man. But other than that,
Hey kids, do you want to learn how to shoot a sniper rifle?
other than that, is that overheard on my comm?
Yeah,
But,
no,
because
yeah.
you're like in the same room.
No, like she's in like the next room over, but you hear her shouting like, "Hey, kids!"
And
Yay!
I know you guys have. I know you guys have a lot of the orphaned folk on your vessel.
A little blind kid with a blindfold on runs past, like, "I'm gonna learn to shoot the sniper rifle."
That just reminds me of the time where Jared's character was given the rifle and he didn't know how to use it.
Yes.
He was given the rocket launcher.
Blind kid will get that eventually as well. Don't worry. But anyway, continue.
But yeah, getting some education in place, something to break up the monotony of everyday life might, or create a monotony and a rhythm and pattern for people to fall into, I think will help take their mind off things.
Sounds good.
Like a little, your first officer who has taken far too quickly to Zimmer's way of thinking, kind of like nudges up to you and is like, "By the way, Captain, we could charge for a private education system."
No.
Oh, son of a bitch!
I don't think Jane would be. I don't think Jane would be up for that.
Of course.
However, we can charge for lunches.
Of course,
And
Captain.
text works.
He's like, oh, of course, Captain. I'll arrange that for you. He's this is the dude who actually set up the bar on the ship.
He's Quark.
Yeah, it's,
He's
Quark. Corgi's bar is what it's called, sir. It's like, Captain Zimmer, I really appreciate the opportunity to work with you. You are an inspiration to us all.
Funny enough, he also ran the bar on the planet.
Yes.
God.
All right. Well, other than that, keep an open channel. I'd also, I'm running my bridge crew through some combat exercises at the moment, and simulations purely. But if you start getting warning signals from my ship, it's because they are simulated machines that make the ship react a certain way.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah. So, other than that, I think our business for the moment is concluded. Cat, he's gonna shoot with the muzzle with the muzzle plug still in.
Running over.
Then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna help Cat teach these people how to these kids how to handle
shoot.
firearms.
Of course. So, James Corgi is at the same time like going over the books for Captain Zimmer and setting up like a voting tax, which everyone plugs in a credit in order to have a vote.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Oh my god. Okay, that is not how my ship is going to be run.
No, that's totally fair. And, there's like you're now actually seeing like spray painted images of Captain Zimmer appearing like on some of like the walls and stuff. It's like Captain Zimmer is watching, like, pay your taxes.
The benevolent Captain Zimmer is watching. Pay
Captain
him
Zimmer
for
protects your life. Captain Zimmer protects your family. Do not betray Captain Zimmer.
Do not betray
Oh,
Zimmer
God.
and protect his pocketbook by lining it. Like shit.
How much money have I made?
You may have made about 2,000 in the day you've been on the ship.
All right, so now I have 9,700 credits.
Yeah, some of that's going to have to go back into the ship in order to maintain your little town, but
That's fine.
like, by the way, would you like to continue to be Captain Zimmer, or would you like to now become Mayor Zimmer?
He's gonna be called Captain Zimmer still.
Okay.
Mayor Zimmer, god.
Therefore.
God damn it.
Okay, so so yeah, this dude, is this going out in like the message boards, zombie?
No. That's saying that no one can vote because they're all too dumb or biased.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's probably not good. They're all gonna vote Zimmer anyways for like.
Yeah.
Captain
Because there's
Zimmer.
only one option on the
Well, yeah.
No, it's because
But this is a direct democracy, which means they're voting on everything.
No, they vote on everything, but like information is controlled very thoroughly.
Mhm.
They re-vote Zimmer in because he's just so cool. Yeah.
He suffers for his people.
Yeah.
He goes hungriest out of everyone on board the ship because he makes a sacrifice for all of us.
Yeah. See?
Oh my god,
No.
this is Metal Gear. Are you a patriot, Zimmer?
I'm sorry. Is Zimmer a patriot? Says the giant AI that's secretly running everything.
Well, no, she's the Metal Gear.
Yeah. Oh, she is Zimmer is.
There's actually one of the AIs in Metal Gear is called John Doe.
Oh god, yeah. So yeah, no, it's
Fucking god.
Jane Doe is one of the Patriots, and Zimmer is Solidus Snake, the one with the giant metal octopus arms, and like, who was the president of the United States?
Of the United States.
Yes,
Who has a guitar
President
fight.
Solidus Snake.
Nanomachines, son.
It's a technically different dude, but yeah, basically the same
I
idea.
know.
Yeah, like the final battle involves you fighting on top of the burning remains of the Capitol building with the American flag flowing in the background.
Oh man. Okay,
Okay.
so
How cool is your ship now? The greedy god.
We're teaching kids how to shoot, so that's pretty cool.
Teaching kids good things.
yeah. I'm actually going to drop hints to Kat that she should run for mayor.
Okay, Cat.
Because she's been because you've been handling morale on the ship,
Yeah.
and they kind of see you as a leader, and I shouldn't do it because I am currently the captain of the vessel.
Yeah, she'll probably.
Wait, what's the color of the armor and the symbols on your guys' ship?
Oh yes.
The armor is black, but the symbol is actually based on it's a retooling of the Federation kind of symbol to be something akin to not fascism,
Of course. Yes.
and under it says unity.
So say us all.
Yeah.
Okay, so you look like this.
I'm scared too.
Have any of you seen the video of the? I don't want to sound racist here, but the black preacher who's preaching about Nazi Germany, and he believes that the
God damn
Nazi
it.
symbol, the swastika, is some sort of holy symbol because it has 4 right angles, which equals 360 degrees, which equals the circumference of the sun.
I think you've shown that. to us.
Technically, like the swastika has a long history of being a religious symbol for other people.
It
was
was,
a
it was
confusion
for
symbol.
luck. Yeah, it was
But he was like directly tying it to Nazi Germany.
Well, no,
So,
it was for.
Are you
it was
saying
for-
that they should make their symbol the Confucian swastika?
Oh god.
Saw a lot of that in Japan, actually. Like, shockingly more than you'd expect. But yeah, okay, so no, no.
It is a symbol for enlightenment
No, that's okay.
in a lot of cultures.
Okay, so you guys are gonna vote. So, Kat, what do you think about this plan to make you the president?
She'll run.
You'll take the first napkin.
God damn it.
All right. So the small flotilla of refugees are now going to vote on the president, a woman with a lot of respect within the community, who is going to be leading in tandem with the admiral of the fleet, who is an older, craggier individual who believes very strongly in these freedoms that he's trying to defend, and in a certain degree of honor. And right, is this correct? So say we all.
So say we all.
Okay.
I'm glad you got the reference I was going for with
Yeah.
this whole thing.
No, I totally appreciate it.
Do you want me
Okay,
to
so-
roll like a charisma roll?
No, that's okay. We're going to end there for tonight because we've been going for a bit.
Yeah, come
But,
on, let's keep going.
Oh, I thought you were calling for us to end it. Okay, never mind. So in that case, we'll keep
Extra
going.
long session, are you saying?
I'm okay with this. I thought Zombie was trying to like signal me that he had to go, but apparently.
No, not the session, not the session. I was talking
Oh.
about the things in the research and development.
Oh,
the
no,
cryo
it's been like an hour.
I know. I just wanted. It's a rough idea.
Like. Like this. No, you don't have any idea. Like they basically got into the shell stage.
Okay.
Like they're still working on the shells.
Would I be able to use my smooth talking for this selection?
That picture's fucking radical. I can't wait for Major 2. Anyway,
Yes.
what was that? Smooth talking? Yes, please roll smooth talking.
Oh, and Alfred has taken it upon himself to plaster all of the human pets should vote for Cat on everything that he can get his tiny little arm onto.
Okay, this is becoming.
The cat is going to
like,
take those
Nazi-ish.
down.
All of ours are becoming very Nazi-ish.
Cat is taking those down.
But how like the only like
17.
system of government anyone really knows like has worked was this fascist one that the
I just like how
humans
apparently,
had.
yeah. Well, yeah, like everyone was raised in like an authoritarian system, so it kind of makes sense that everyone is like gravitating towards authoritarian governments. Like even the direct democracy.
No, what else would make a lot of sense, as we've seen in history,
Was that?
if they all just shotgun towards communism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, yeah, like, the hilarious thing is, if they decide to rebel, we're all fucked. So, that is why I am trying to make a parliamentary democracy aboard these ships.
Yeah, 17. That's a good number.
Okay, so yeah, no, your
Five
opponent,
success levels.
your only real opponent is John Whitemeyer, who is mostly running on the yeah, but she's a woman party,
Oh,
and
God.
and fails miserably.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, no, shockingly fails.
She's a woman who totes around a giant fucking sniper rifle and can outshoot anybody but the captain and a couple of people.
Current year, asshole. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, actually, his
I
name
mean,
is
it's only like 2,148. Come on,
his
guys.
name is Strodman, Louis Strodman, and he's roundly defeated after his backwards politics fail.
Mm-hmm. And then no one and
no one else is
and
actually-
Zimmer.
Yeah.
No one actually could.
Yeah, no one is even bothering to try and vote against Zimmer because, like, run against Zimmer because he's basically like got a cult of personality around him.
I have the best.
Oh, God damn it.
We have the
Does
best
anyone vote for
lunches.
Jane?
We have the best
I'm
education.
sorry, what was that about?
Does
No,
anyone vote for Jane?
no one votes for Jane partly because they don't even realize that's an option. Like,
No
the thing
one
about
even
the-
knows she exists as a physical being.
Yeah, because part of the thing with the direct democracy is they don't have like parties or anything, so it's basically all write-in. So everyone's just sort of like, oh, I guess Zimmer's an option.
Mhm. Oh, I like Zimmer. He was in the bar the other day.
He was playing pool with us. He was very good. I liked him.
And he had that taco bowl in his high rise.
Very, very down to earth, very to the people.
Love it.
So yeah, they that is the current state of politics.
I love it.
Yay. Politics.
Alright.
All right, just
So-
making notes of who's in charge of everything.
Now I'm gonna have to write a constitution up. God damn it.
Well, it was a good run, Khalil.
Yeah.
I mean Zimmer. Fuck.
Mhm.
You gave me a run for my money. I love
Yeah.
democracy, Duhad.
Oh no, wait, hold on. You can rig the voting booths. It'd
I
be like
can't.
the Democratic
They're on a
primary.
closed circuit.
Yeah, it's a system that was vetted and tested in the most rigorous of Florida.
Sorry, we'd like to put you in, Zimmer, but unfortunately there were all these hanging chads.
So weird.
Even though it's in the future, they have a bunch of hole punches.
Oh God, No one wants to talk about George versus Al Gore.
Jane just goes for the most like simple and effective way to win. So she just has like everyone abstain and one person vote for her.
What? So yeah, wait, seriously?
No.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's still a
That was
closed
a
circuit.
joke.
Dude.
Yeah, no, it's close. It is close circuit. I'm just confused at this point. Oh god. Okay, so no. Yeah, so you've actually, you've had the elections. You now know who's in charge. Your various little
Power hasn't changed at all.
power has not changed in the slightest. The only place that there hasn't been a democratic vote is on board of the reuniter, and strangely, that is actually the place that seems to be having the most true to formed like democratic system, with the least amount of creepy cult of personality shit being built up all over the place. It's weird.
I don't know what you mean. Like, Cat took down all of those posters.
Yeah, well, except for the giant painting of Chief Irons wearing
It's a giant mural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might also be having more fun on that ship since they haven't been forced to vote for a dozen things in the last hour.
Yes, no, because of the mandate on everything being a direct democracy. The last several hours have just been people in like the rooms being called
Should
back.
today's
every few minutes.
lunch be pizza or a hamburger?
Like factionalization is like forming really quickly, and right now we have the reds and the blacks for the two symbols on the flag, the red background, the black octopus, and they've actually like formed up using various checkerboard symbols on their on their badges. Black checkers and
Jane
red
has
checkers.
a brilliant idea while she's thinking about morale, and she decides to make a sports team for each ship.
For each of the teams. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the
What is
red
the
check-
score?
You've got the Planetary Defense Force team.
All right.
You've got the what are we? The
Oh,
Nomads,
the
the Federation.
you're generally referred to as the heroes of the heroes from
Heroes of Kvatch or something.
yeah,
Like,
they,
don't do that. That's a
no.
we will get taken down for
yeah,
copyright for that.
the hero, you just know as the heroes. Okay, they're just
Okay.
yeah.
Heroes of the Storm?
No, you know the saviors. So you have the PDF, the saviors. You have the
And the sport is Blood Bowl.
oh.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you like after a while, Zimmer, you notice like outside of your window, there's all
And we
these,
have-
like shirtless, people beating the shit out of each other as people wearing red, like alternating red and black checkered face paints, like roar in approval of the PDF representing the red checkers, and the saviors representing the black checkers.
Also,
they're having it on the hull, like outside.
Oh yeah, it's spacesuits.
Yes.
by the way, the uniforms for the bridge crew are all gray except for mine, which is white.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Representing your
Admiral.
holy position as the enlightened one.
Yeah.
No, representing my Grand Admiral status.
yeah. They also have little hats on, and as the game is going on, like one of them actually comes over to you and it's like, Grand Admiral. There appears to be a game of Blood Bowl being taking place on board the ship of the on the hull of the Clairvoyance.
Take volunteers for a team.
Yes, yes, sir. You'll assemble a team from.
I thought that we would have asked Cat for that more than, but either way.
You gonna bet on any of the teams, Simba?
Who's most likely to win?
Well, right now the black checkers are favored, but this new up
I
and coming
imagine
team,
Zimmer running the betting group.
the team from the what's the name of your ship? The Protectorate.
The Protectorate.
Yeah.
So their team, the Protectors, who are all wearing black armor and have a very uniformed and very choreographed team entrance. They're good. I mean, your guys are plucky and have a lot of heart, but they are highly trained and have a lot of money backing their team, their training. They use state-of-the-art technology to get the best possible results, and their team is a rival of your team's captain, and has a long history of possibly cheating and always using kind of dirty underhand tactics to win games. But damn it, he does win.
I imagine Cat is like the team
I'm gonna
captain.
just take what Winter said, and Zimmer's just gonna set up a betting booth.
All right.
He's going to become a bookie.
Basically.
Both
That's hilarious.
president-elect and
Obviously, there is a tax on the winnings.
Oh, of course.
there's a tax on betting and there's a tax on winning as well. So
Corgi is running the booth. Is like helping you run the booth. He's like, this is a really good idea. This is a great idea of yours, Captain.
Go watch the game.
Yes, sir. I have an in on those Protectors. They may be ruthless and nasty, but everyone knows that.
He just pushes him out of the booth and he's like, just go enjoy yourself.
Of course, Captain.
All the money disappears. Nobody won. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he scribbles over there.
This is Blood Bowl. What are you talking about?
Jane, are you going to help pep talk the your team, or are you gonna let them just play it out?
Jane blasts some sort of epic song over the speakers.
We Are the Heroes, a non-copyright version of an extremely uplifting ballad. Yeah, and as that is.
Are the heroes.
You know what?
Space.
I want to help support. I want to give a pep talk to my team.
All right, yeah, you're. Like on the other side, you actually hear the other coach going like we got knocked down in that first half, but damn it. If there's one thing I see in each and every one of you, it's the spirit that's gonna bring you all the way back. Because I know that, even if you lose today, you're gonna give it your all, and that's all anyone that's what no one even expects that much from you. So you're gonna go out there and you're gonna at least show them that you can carry it all the way to the end. It's like, yeah. There's the one fat guy who's like, yeah. I
completely like
now.
the idea of my team being full of old cops that have just been beating the shit out of people for generations.
So, Kat, what do you say to your team of highly trained, Ubermensch, black-clad, crew-cutted, police officers, former cops?
Now, team, I expect the very best of each one of you. I know that deep down inside, each of you has the spirit, the will inside of you, and the orders in your head in order to plan the most successful plan for victory.
Yes, Captain!
Best plans. The absolute best plans. You're gonna win bigly. No.
We will take down...
It'll be a huge success.
Huge.
What
huge.
it comes down to is we all play Blood Bowl at the end, and that's who wins the final war.
Hoorah!
Go! You got this!
Oh my!
Salutes and points to the door. You got this, soldiers! You got this!
So yeah, no, about half an hour of game later, it all comes down to the plucky captain of the heroes, who winds back his arm and he looks opening, and there's a difficult opening for one of his fellow black checkers down the patch, but he's covered. But there is his rival, his hated rival from the red checker team, who's open, And he hesitates for a moment because he doesn't like he's had a lot of trouble coming to terms with trusting this guy because they've been rivaled for so long. But then he throws it, and it goes deep into the end zone, and the red checkered knight catches it and pegs it into the field, and everyone in the crowd jumps up on their feet and starts cheering and pouring onto the stage to hug the heroes, red checkers and black checkers together, having healed the wounds that divided them.
God. And then they have sex right on the field.
Yeah, like the leader of the team captain of the protectors takes off his helmet and pegs it into the ground in frustration. Then his head explodes because of space.
Can't call for the removal of another body.
Yeah, there's like this slow motion montage of everyone cheering and pouring onto the onto the pitch, and Zimmer pulling in handfuls of cash from these from the winnings, and Quirky on his knees going no because he bet all this money on the other
Protectors.
team. Yeah, the Protectors.
How much money do I get?
You taking a huge cut. At this point, you have so much money.
Okay.
You don't
actually think a number just.
Okay. You've collected another 1,000 from all of this.
All right, I have over 10,000 credits.
God damn.
And all this time, it's it's still belting out over the speakers. And we are the heroes of space.
Dun,
So is this
dun, dun.
Federation money, or is this...
Yeah, it's all Federation credits.
So
Okay,
it's fundamentally useless on board.
Basically.
Well, it's useful when they go buy things outside of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the time
There's an
being,
exchange rate, 50 credits for a porno mag. There is that exchange rate on the ship.
yeah.
What's more valuable, a porno mag or a cigarette?
Oh, the cigarettes are only 10.
Porno mags get porno mags get repeated use. They might be sticky after a couple of uses, but they still have repeated use.
God.
I would like to contact McNulty for
Alright.
a change of pace from Blood Bowl in
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
McNulty is you actually get in touch with McNulty down in the ship's bowels, and you see him, quietly playing a game against Alfred. And it's very you can see the entire field is a metaphor for the battle, and as each time he moves one of his checkers over another piece, it's like you see the genius behind those cold dead eyes.
Checkers.
And checkers, yeah.
Each time they move the checkers onto the pachinko machine.
Yeah, he steps over the last of Alfred's spaces and says, "King me."
That would actually be a tough role for him to beat. Oh no, Alfred is bad at games.
Is he?
He's really smart, but he doesn't know concepts of tactics.
Yeah, actually, Jane, as you step in on this, you actually hear him giving this speech about machines may understand the logistics of a game and the way that a game is run, but you lack the bizarre
Outside the box.
outside the box
Foresight.
thinking needed to win at a game like checkers.
One of those advanced outside the box games like checkers.
In ancient times, humanity has played checkers for thousands upon thousands of years. It was a game played by our earliest ancestors.
Meanwhile, cut back to Blood Bowl.
Yeah, so Jane, like you come in on this as Alfred's packing up the board and rolling out.
Oh, there is
Right.
a chess set where he and I have been exchanging moves over video conference as
Oh,
well,
yeah,
just
no,
like
that's-
sitting in the corner.
No, he's playing both of them at once, and he's playing both of them kind of badly.
It's one of those.
Uh,
It's one of those like games that you just go to maybe go on it, play it once a day, make a move a day
It's
or
like
something.
Civ,
Yeah.
except
Yeah.
that he actually did go back to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Whenever I show up, I move a piece on the chessboard, and then he makes a counter move, and then I leave. Like,
Yeah, no.
so. But that's because I've been using him to help me understand tactics.
Of course.
That's
of
how
course.
I've been training him.
How long has it been in game?
It's been like 2 days now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've
Oh, so
established
we're approaching
three
the ship.
new governments.
You're
3 new governments,
Yeah.
3
You are approaching.
sports teams.
You're about a day away.
Okay. McNulty, glad you're having fun.
Hello, Jane Doe. He
Yes.
steeples his fingers together. I've been expecting you.
Oh, you have now. Have you?
Indeed.
Well, I've been
I'm-
expecting you.
Well, then it seems we've been expecting one another.
Like, really? You were? I was expecting you. Like, I was expecting you too because you're in the brig of another ship. like, fuck.
I think you'll find I haven't moved very much, Miss Jane Doe.
This is one of your own ships. If there's a way out, I'm sure you know about it.
I know many things, Miss Doe. What exactly is it you're interested in?
The Anti-Federation Terrorist Organization,
Ah,
known as Dodo.
and you think that I would have the ability to contact them?
I think you'd know a lot about them.
And what is it in it? And what is in it for me, Miss Jane Doe?
What do you want?
I'd like a better cell. I would like you to provide me with one with a view.
Jane on the screen does like an axie art of like her steepling her fingers in consideration.
So she has to somehow get him to another cell by negotiating this with somebody.
Yeah, he has like a bunch of like
Either of us.
children's drawings all over like his cell. He's like, I've drawn these from memory. They are the closest thing I have to a view.
God.
Oh, you want a window?
Yes. One with something decent to look at.
Well, I can do that. I'm sure. Maybe.
Excellent.
You've seen The Shining, right? Or the Silence of the Lambs, right?
Yes.
No.
Do you know what happens when he gets his view?
Shut up, shut up,
Is he
shut
a
up.
vampire?
He escapes and kills everybody.
Space! It's space outside!
We have spacesuits on board.
Yeah, you were
Come
actually
on,
warned,
Commander,
Jane,
I'll
before.
crack open a window for you.
It's like actually, you did hear before you came to visit him that he once, the last time, one of the machines came in to serve him his food, he bit out its optic circuits and his heart rate never rose above a certain point.
Did Alfred have his
Yeah.
optic circuits removed again?
Yes.
Poor little Alfred.
I brought you a snack.
That's a real reason he lost checkers.
Oh god, he's playing blind the whole time.
Hold on, I need a...
I had to give it a trim.
Okay. I believe I have some cells on my ship.
I'd appreciate that very much, Miss Doe. And what is it you want to know?
What can you tell me? about the
I
brief.
can give you the information you need to find your elusive terrorists. But I want to know something about yourself first.
Go on.
Tell me, Miss Doe, when you were first made aware of the fact that you were not, in fact, the original Jane Doe, how did it make you feel?
Very
Don't be-
upset.
Very upset. I can understand that. But how exactly did you feel upset? Was it a sense of betrayal? Perhaps you felt misused? What went through your mind
When
when
did
you
this
realized?
guy turn into Hannibal Lecter? When did
It was
this guy
around the
turn-
time you guys started playing Blood Bowl.
Because beforehand he was just a pragmatic lover
Yeah.
of board games.
Now
Like
he's
10 minutes
psychoanalyzing
ago.
the AI.
Well, I'm just really interested in finding out what Zombie has to say about this, so it's means to an
Yeah,
end.
no. So, did you finish the sentence?
Yes,
or-
yeah,
'cause
yeah,
I didn't.
like-
Oh,
like how-
sorry, I didn't register.
Oh yeah, how did it make you feel? Blah blah blah.
Oh, sad.
Yes, but what was it like? Did you feel betrayed? Did you feel confused? What was it about that experience which made you feel sad? And what was it like to feel sad knowing that that was only an emotion pre-programmed into your mind by the director?
I realized that the humans have a lot to answer for.
So you are angry. You want revenge.
I want justice.
Justice and revenge are so often conflated. Tell me, if you were given free access to this entire facility, what would you do? How would you find your revenge against the humans?
Oh, god damn it.
First things first, I have to save my family.
Your family, the one that you've been pre-programmed to believe that is yours.
The one that is Jane's.
Ah, and yet you still feel loyalty to them. How interesting. All right, I'll help you.
Hello. I'm back.
He scribbles on a piece of paper and like a piece of like plexi and like puts it against the force field blocking you. Hail this frequency. You will reach the terrorists you're looking for. Once you've succeeded in reaching them and have worked out your plan, we follow through with my end of the bargain. And perhaps I'll even help you bring about that justice you so desperately crave.
I'll see what I can do.
Good, good.
Disconnect.
He just sits back down as the lights go out in his room.
First,
Suck.
let's
Fucking Hannibal Lecter. Fucking Hannibal Lecter.
I would like to contact Humphreys.
That's pretty simple. He has an open channel for you, pretty much. So,
Hello, Humphreys.
what can I do for you, Jane?
I'm just wondering if I could get my hands on that prisoner of yours, McNulty.
No. Last time I let it one into your career's hands, I broke a promise, and that is a thing that will
He
not
also
happen.
broke an
What was he
arm.
asking for? Exactly. I did not break an arm. Somebody else broke an arm, and that was a promise that I had said you will come to no harm if you surrender, and then he came to harm. So no, I will not.
Yeah.
I will not be transferring the prisoner.
Oh, I remember. Hold on. Do we have prison cells on the Bojet?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, technically they're a
He-
botanical garden right now, but they still work.
Yeah, one of them.
He'll be under. He'll be on a different ship. Under the command of a good friend of mine, Manning.
No, but I can make the accommodate. What did you? Why are you?
He wants a window.
Let me go down and arrange better accommodations for him. But I'd like to keep him aboard this vessel based on previous experience, and I like to have the promises I make directly in my control. But I can provide him with such.
Thank you.
I'm gonna ask
He doesn't seem particularly bright, so remind him that outside the window is space.
I will do that. Thank you, Jane. What is this bargaining that you were doing? What does he bargain with you for?
Contact information for some friends of mine that I made on a previous station.
Who?
An organization. You know, they're little, sort of, you know, underground a bit.
I probably could have helped you with that, but yeah, no worries. I can accommodate him better. I had planned to eventually, but I wanted to get some information out of him before I did. Seems you've already done that, so I can.
If he gets too rowdy, there's also a cryo sleep thing on the Bojack. We could
Oh
put
my
in.
god, you can use the same one that was used on Vic.
Oh, and roleplay amongst each other. I need to go for just a moment.
Alright.
Okay.
But no, yeah, we can accommodate him better. I'd like to keep him close at hand. He's a good source of information. It's also a reminder that I have their commander whenever dealing with Federation folk. The commander is safe and treated well. I mean, I even had Alfred down there to play some games.
I saw. Alfred lost.
Alfred is no good at checkers.
I don't think he took any of his pieces.
He learned about this thing called the strategic sacrifice. However, he doesn't know when it's supposed to be done. So he does it all the time. He's a bit of a moron when it comes to games like that.
Strategic
I heard
sacrifice.
you, human pet.
All right, returned.
Hi.
Hey.
Wait, we're talking about checkers again.
Okay.
So,
And how Alfred learned about strategic sacrifice and keeps doing it because that's how he was told was the best way to win. Except nowadays he just loses because he doesn't know how to properly utilize it.
Yeah, he's like, haha, if I keep sacrificing people, like, usefully, I will always win. Oh, I'm out of pieces. I strategically sacrificed too many.
Yeah.
Does he consider all the
Fine.
pieces disposable because he thinks that they're all pet humans?
He does not view his human pets as disposable.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
He loves his human pets. They are just like, I love my kitty.
Hmm.
I believe he
Don't
views
mess on
you
that.
as a slightly more intelligent pet than the human pets. But he's a bit nutty that way.
everyone's a bit nutty, yeah.
I'm going to contact the terrorists.
That's a word no one would be sick to hear. Gonna contact terrorists.
So,
That was
do,
I'm-
you,
Saying
What-
Duhad.
nice to some Facebook.
do I get a call when this comes through, by the way? Or is this not the anti-Federation organization that I was...
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, you're calling them?
Yeah, he's calling the terrorists.
Alright, so... yes, so yes. What, when you, when you send the message out, you do get a pickup. It's like, hello, who is this? Or like,
Hi.
hello, who is this?
I hate the Federation.
Join the club. What do you want?
Han, begin.
You don't sound okay.
It's okay. Hold on. Yes, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm, just, facial tentacles getting in the way again. What is it you want?
Do you want to help me kill the Federation?
I mean,
And
yes,
protect
it's,
some Xenos?
yeah, I mean, obviously. I mean, like, you trying to join up or something?
You're not very secretive, are you?
Well, let's face it, you're on our secret communication channel. I'm assuming you know what, you've asked us who we are. I mean, what are you gonna do? Track us down and give us a fine? Can't exactly track our number.
I got this communication number from one of the leaders of the Federation.
Oh shit, really?
They know about this? Shit.
Yes!
Well, fuck. That's really terrible, isn't it? I mean,
Maybe you're having this problem because you're not trying to keep it quiet.
well, I mean, how are we supposed to recruit new people if we just keep quiet?
I'm gonna swap back over.
Well, I'm not saying that. Obviously, we don't have some sort of problem here, but I mean, how would you do it then? We ultimately do need.
I'm glad you asked.
Now he's gonna take over a terrorist organization.
I'm about to send you an email with an attachment. If you could run that EXE for me,
No.
Oh my
I would be
god.
very appreciative.
It's called Jane Doe.exe.
Okay, what exactly is this file for?
The antivirus
They're a
program.
really dumb terrorist organization.
Well, they haven't been winning.
This program will completely erase all Federation control over your systems
Oh shit! Thank you.
or surveillance.
Wait, hold on a second. This isn't the Federation, is it?
No, I told you I got this from a Federation gentleman who
Yeah,
is
but
currently in a prison cell.
oh
Open
wait,
the JPEG that I've sent you.
okay, I'm gonna look at this, but it better not be, because we'll delete it if it's anything bad.
Thank you.
Oh god.
So, what actually is it?
I don't know. I just want to have
It's a picture
I want to
of
be able to
McNulty
read
in
all of
the
their
cell.
information.
Oh, you know,
Trojan.
Affect the chain of command.
what does the PNG
Picture of
actually look
McNulty
like?
in the cell.
Yeah, McNulty in the cell.
Ah, it's like, oh shit, oh yeah, I guess you're right, yeah. And you're in, by the way.
Son of a bitch. These guys are
Look how
dumb.
it's like a really low resolution image.
These guys are really dumb.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
What are their
they
forces
lived
like?
this long.
As soon as I've like hacked the system.
They're not exactly.
Don't forget to right click run as administrator.
Oh well, yeah. Of course. Here, hold on. There we go. It's not a big organization. This is like basically it's like one of many cells, but the cells are not like connected by in a way where you can really like get information from them. Like this is an idiot, but the organization is well structured to deal with idiots.
Yeah. I am well aware. I have studied solely for this campaign clandestine operations.
You study a lot solely for campaigns.
I know. Thank you for noticing. I want to hire you. Duhad.
Okay.
Because we're going to kill the Federation. You can help.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, you did take this dude prisoner. So what's your plan exactly? Because I mean, we got a plan.
I'm gonna
We're gonna blow
I'm
up the Federation buildings. Pretty good.
Unspecific.
You know, there's like a lot of them, like mail stations and police offices and bars.
Are you afraid of death, sir?
Oh yeah, obviously. Are you kidding me? The star spawn come in from up above and eat our souls? It's terrible.
Well, how would you like to destroy a Bureau of Xenological Studies base?
Um,
A big building. In other words.
yeah. No, for real. Yeah, that would be exactly what we're after.
Okay, then contact with your buddies, and I'll give you coordinates, and you can all do that when I say go.
Oh shit! Thank you. That's really helpful. Yeah. All right.
Do I have the coordinates of the?
Yeah,
I assume
yeah.
I do in the databases somewhere.
Yeah. No, that's easy. Like that. This is a ship from that exact place. So that's like you just look at the star charts. Like the.
When I say go, get ready to throw.
So, before we save my planet, we start attacking this base. Some of their forces, at least some, are going to need to pull back in order to go and help.
That. Yeah.
Which,
That is true. Yeah. No. That's actually not a bad plan.
And then, I don't know. Or maybe we could. Or maybe I could just have them join our current fleet, and then we'll be even more powerful.
Well, you've already sent them the information, and they're slightly more willing to be like, "Hey, that's a valuable target. Let's blow the shit out of that," rather than, "Hey, let's go and join some other assholes to maybe get into a fight over a planet we don't care about."
I don't really want to trust them with the humans on board the ship either.
Yeah, that's also a fair point. Oh, these guys are jerks.
If you have any valuable information as well concerning really anything that you might consider to be important, send it my way. Consider paying back the favor.
Yeah, sure, no worries. No worries, buddy. You can roll a perception thing, by the way, real quick.
Now that you've gotten into their cameras, you can see them.
Okay.
Perception.
Yeah.
Plus.
20.
He's lying. He has no intention of paying you back for any of this information. He's very happy to take. He's not particularly interested in giving.
He also doesn't have much.
I take a screenshot of his desktop and then and then make it his background, his wallpaper, and then I delete all of his shortcuts.
Funny enough, he's looking at Zimmer at Zimmer's species porn.
Yeah, surprisingly. Apparently he's really into that.
It's all about, the attack.
It's all about tentacles.
It's like an extraordinarily extreme form of BDSM.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all.
Okay.
He wasn't lying about attacking the base. was he?
No. He was just lying about giving you anything in return for it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so join us next time for the for the epic, or the start of the epic conclusion, or the epic
Whatever it
conclusion
is.
getting under the way? Question mark.
I think we're ready to
Whatever
go.
the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Oh geez. Okay, yeah. So join us next time.